A 3,200 square foot single story fully remodeled Rambler right here in Redmond, Washington, backing an expansive greenbelt with territorial views. Come tour this home with me. Today I have a beautiful home tour for you. It's a recently updated home right here in Redmond, Washington. This property is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home. It's 3,200 square feet and sits on over 0.8 acres. Let's get into it. Here's a quick reminder for any of my newer viewers that if you like to find more information about the status of this property, feel free to take a look at the description below. Check out the front here. We're gonna walk in. Again, this is a Rambler, so single story design. This is rather large for a Rambler. Finding a 3,000 plus square foot Rambler, pretty unique to the market. I mean, you can find them of course, but this one has been fully remodeled, as you can see right here as we walk right in. Has gorgeous vaulted ceilings. I love the architecture of the pieces that they did keep into the home. It seems very charming with the tasteful updates as well. Love the skylights just flooding through this open concept area right here. Take a look at the kitchen. You got this drop down pendant lighting here in a really large thick quartz countertop here, and you've got plenty of drawers down there. I love the gold hardware and feeling the engineered hardwood down below. I like the lighter tones of the hardwood mixed with the lighter tones of the cabinets. I do like how this investor went with different style of cabinetry where it's a different color. So you got the white, and then you've got the more natural wood look cabinetry back, where we will take a look at in a bit. Also really love that this investor, I keep saying builder, I'm so used to touring brand new construction properties on my channel, but this investor ended up updating the way they went with the backsplash, continues the theme from the same quartz countertop design. Again, love the pendant lighting. That does remind me though, if you are new to the channel, a couple of things. My name's Aaron Morrow, local realtor here in the greater Seattle area. I've been working with clients all over King, Pierce, and Snohomish counties for over a decade now, and I've also been doing YouTube for a few years now too. I do these long methodical home tours on this channel, so already you're probably seeing the runtime of this being 20 plus minutes, and you're thinking, wow, this is the longest home tour I've ever watched. And if that's true, I do these a lot more detailed, because what I'm trying to do is kind of give you a tour as if you are here with me. You're one of my out of town or out of state or even out of country international clients, home buyers that come over here, and work with a lot of clients that move from, New York, Denver, Texas, Baltimore, LA, and then, parts of Canada, the UK, etc. So if this seems your jam, that you like to, look at these home tours in great detail where I'm taking you on this journey, we're feeling stuff, I'm telling you what things smell like. If that's what you're into, you've definitely come to the right place. So feel free to sit back, pause, rewind, and heck, even fast forward. You're not going to offend me on doing that. And please do consider subscribing if you are new here. So taking a look through here, this is the pantry, of course. As we walk in here, it's a nice walk-in pantry. Love the glazed glass. Let me know in the comments below what you're thinking of this home tour so far. Again, like I said, on this channel, I do a lot of new construction home tours, but every once in a while I do throw a nice remodeled property in the area on this channel, just so you can see, luxury doesn't just have to be a square footage or the area, but luxury could be some high-end new finishes. I do also have a secondary channel if you ever want to go check that out. It's in the channel tab. On that channel, I do focus and show a lot more affordable resale options in the areas, and that's for all my peeps that are looking for more on what affordable options might look like for single family housing in the greater Seattle area and Eastside area. So please go check out that channel as well if you'd like to, after taking a tour of this video, of course. This is such a huge kitchen island. I normally am touring new construction homes that are even bigger than this, but don't have as large of a kitchen island here. So I'm really glad that this investor or flipper, however you want to call it, ended up putting the countertops in, or the nice style and thickness of countertops. I had a client that was considering on buying I'm not going to name names, but there was a newer builder. It's more builder grade entry level, and this builder is putting in really, really, really thin quartz countertops. Yeah, I would be very nervous trying to chop anything on it. Now, of course, you're not really supposed to chop on quartz, but I'd be worried that my countertop would crack from just chopping some onions on it. Take a look at the skylights here. Love how open this is. We're getting a lot of natural light flooding through here. There's a lot of windows. As you can see, we've got a really nice territorial view with this green belt back behind this house. And again, you've got this really nice, large kitchen here, or that comes off right here into this dining area or breakfast nook area. This is sort of the side yard of the home here. We got a really nice large deck in the back, which we will take a look at. Look how nice and open concept this is. I would say it's interesting because the builder definitely made the investor definitely made the most use out of the flow of the property as you could. I don't think anything was reconfigured, or I don't think anything was added on. I know some of the garage was finished square footage, which we will take a look at in a bit, but all in all, it flows really nicely. I'd say the one feedback that I was getting when I was hosting an open house on this property was that people were not really interested in the stackable washer and dryer in a closet that's off of the living room, which we'll take a look at in a bit. There's plenty of other places that you could put a second washer and dryer, so let's keep an open mind as we take a look at here, and you can even please provide input as you're touring this home with me. Now, of course, if you checked my description section and the property is not sold and it's still available or potentially available, please reach out to me. I would love to set up a meeting to show it to you. Now, this is like a Trex composite like decking material. Not sure if it's actual Trex brand, but feels really nice to walk on. And the boards underneath, or the actual beams of the deck, are spaced accordingly properly for the material, so there was no warping, or if you don't follow the directions, some of these flippers, investors, or contractors aren't aware that those beams need to be closer together for a Trex like material or composite decking versus wood. And I've been on some bad updates where the material itself was bowing because there wasn't enough support system given underneath. You are not having this problem with this one. Again, so much beautiful wraparound greenery there with that green space there. You got a lot of privacy from the back of your home there. There's that washer and dryer, which we'll take a look at. But yeah, notice this is stackable. As I was doing the open house, a contractor came in and added shelving in there as well. So that's one thing that you're not taking a look at, is there was some added shelving in there as well. But there are plenty of other areas that you could potentially add laundry to, other than just this area. Now, this is kind of, I mean, it's pretty much close to the middle, and it is closest to the large primary walk-in right here. So this is your primary suite off of the living room here. Lots of natural light coming through here. And then let's check out your primary ensuite here. You've got a nice soaker tub right here. And the nice thing about this soaker tub here is, we'll take a look at it in a second, but you get a pretty nice view straight out your window to your greenbelt here. Let me know in the comments below, are you into the floating cabinet look, where the cabinet is seamlessly just attached to the wall and you've got nothing underneath? Let me know in the comments below. Would love to know. And are you digging the design of the black and the gold? I would also like to know that. Now the investor continued the look of the flooring all the way up the wall there, and it's sort of creating a semi-wet room on certain sides there. Here's your walk-in closet too. It's a nice, decent walk-in closet, especially for the year of the home when it was originally built. Now, as we continue to tour the home, let's talk about where this property is located for a minute. This property is within Redmond, Washington, and you get this calm, tucked away feeling here in Cedarwood, and that's what makes this pocket stand out. This lot's a lot larger, the greenery is everywhere, and the whole area feels quieter compared to other parts of Redmond. When a home backs to a full greenbelt like this one, it really does feel like your own private escape. The nice part is you still get quick access to things, you know, people love about Redmond, so you're not going to give up convenience to get the privacy that you're getting with that backyard greenbelt. The schools here feed into the Lake Washington School District, and families really chase these schools. The district has strong ratings, involved parent communities, and great programs. You'll also get those lifestyle perks like the Sammamish River Trail nearby and easy drives to Miramore when you want a huge open space for biking, walking, or letting the kids burn energy out. Now, Redmond as a whole has a certain pull to it. You get this blend of tech, parks, and suburban comfort. Microsoft and Meta keep the job market strong, which keeps housing demand steady year-round. At the same time, the city stays connected with a great trail system, again, tons of parks, and a growing food and shopping scene. Redmond Town Center brings a walkable retail score, and Overlake covers the daily essentials with quick access to Bellevue. If you're new to the area, here's a quick layout of the neighborhoods people talk about the most, or some of them. So you've got Education Hill, has that classic Redmond feel with parks and schools within easy reach. There's Grass Lawn, sits between Redmond and Bellevue and gives you, again, great parks and super convenient commute. Overlake is close to Microsoft, so it's great for buyers who want to cut down their drive time. Downtown is the walkable one for restaurants, shops, and the coming light rail. And North Redmond has bigger lots and quieter vibe that families do love. Then you have the Avondale and Eastern pockets that feel more forested and private if you want a bit more breathing room. Cedarwood fits right into that last category. It gives you that privacy, peaceful layout, and that feeling of being surrounded by nature while still keeping you connected to everything Redmond offers. This is why homes over here are so appealing. They give you the best parts of Redmond without the noise, the congestion, or more central neighborhoods and some of the more pricier price tags. Let's also talk a little bit about drive time. So, let me give you a sense of what life looks like from this driveway. So if you drive out of Redmond, if you drive out to Redmond Town Center, you're around 7 minutes on a normal day. Microsoft campus, you're extremely close, usually around 8 to 12 minutes, depending on the building. If you are heading into Bellevue, you're usually at 15 to 20 minute range. Seattle runs about 30 minutes in typical traffic, sometimes less if you time it right, but you know, here traffic is unpredictable and you could have really bad days where it takes over an hour to get into Seattle, anywhere from the east side. SeaTac Airport usually sits around 35 to 40 minutes, and Costco in Redmond is roughly 8 minutes. And if you want those big box stores in Bellevue or like Totem Lake, you are looking at 10 to 17 minutes depending on the direction you're taking. Everything people want access to is quick and convenient from here. Again, I always say it in all my videos, but if you're unfamiliar with the area and you're looking to buy a home over here in the greater Seattle area, get familiar first and or take some drives to where you will live, work, and play so you have a good idea what your commute will look like. When you buy the home, you marry the commute unless you get to work from home, or maybe you are blessed and you don't even have to work at all. Now, take a look at this house. Is really interesting how it's laid out here. A lot of these other bedrooms have access to this deck back here that is a real original wood deck, and then in here, this is the finished space of the garage. Now, if I'm being completely honest, I would, of course, had updated the lighting to not had the fluorescent lights above. To each their own. Everyone could, you know, finish the updates to make it their own. And notice that generator hookup with the transfer switch there. So you've got a really nice generator hookup system, a Gentran. So you would be ready if we get any sort of power. Now let's take a listen to this garage door. This is the original garage door. This has not been updated, or at least the garage door system itself. That was not that bad. We've actually been in some new builds that are a lot worse than that. So glad to hear that the garage was not that bad. And again, the outside is really nice and peaceful. Again, you're at the end of this cul-de-sac over here, tucked in here, so you don't have drive-through traffic at all. This kind of gives you an idea of what the neighborhood looks like. There's a lot of Ramblers in here in this neighborhood profile. You are the most updated home on the block for this one. But check out walking through this drive-through driveway here. Like the brick. Let me know if you like the curb appeal of this property, or what you might do to improve it. Would love to hear from you. Maybe epoxy floor would be the next thing to do. Let's also give you a market update. So Redmond is interesting because it's got two very different zip codes right now, and both tell their own story. So this home sits in the zip code of 98052, which covers the city core, Microsoft corridor, and all the neighborhoods closer to downtown Redmond. The other zip code 98053 covers the Trilogy area and more rural parts towards Carnation and Sammamish. So with 98052, it stayed a lot more stable this year. New listings crept up a bit, pending sales jumped, and closed sales finished slightly higher than last year. Days on market stretched out, which usually tells us buyers are taking more time, but demand stayed strong with almost 200 more listings coming to market compared to this time last year. So prices moved up, and the median sales price climbed above 1.7 million, which shows how competitive this core part of Redmond still is. 98053 saw the opposite trend. So we just talked about 98052, but with 98053, prices softened a little. So days on market held steady and inventory nearly doubled. Buyers want land and privacy there, but they also have more options, which spreads out the competition. The biggest takeaway is that 98052 is still the zip code where homes move quickly when they show well, and our prices tend to stay stronger. Even with more inventory though, buyers are jumping on good homes because of the location, the schools, and the fast commute patterns. If you're a buyer focused on 98052 of Redmond, you need to come in with a plan because this part of Redmond is still moving. Now, I'm sure you're still seeing plenty of options out there in your price range and budget, but yes, even in 2025, well-priced homes are getting multiple offer situations happening. They're not happening as often, of course, as every home on the market was during COVID, but if it's priced right and it looks right and it's a good value, that's what buyers are going after. Buyers are also tending to shy away from just pure square footage, and they're looking more at lifestyle and the livability of the home. What can they do with the home? So a lot of buyers, it's more important for the seller to price based on how many bedrooms you got, bathrooms, and not just the raw square footage you have. How good is the space that you're living in? So if you're selling in 98052, numbers work in your favor when you prep your home with intention. Prices are up, demand solid, and closed sales finish the year slightly higher than last year, even with more inventory. Buyers respond to homes that show well and feel updated. Staging, strong marketing, smart pricing give you a clear edge in the market where people are still moving into the area for work and lifestyle. Homes that feel turnkey perform best, and you can still capture strong offers when you launch with a clear strategy. Speaking of that, since I was just talking about your seller takeaway, if you are a homeowner in the greater Seattle area, and you might not even be thinking of selling anytime soon, but you'd like to keep track of what your home is worth, but not just that, maybe how much equity you have, what you could pull out of how much your loan balance is, what you could pull out for if you do like a HELOC or a cash out refi. You'd like to know what maybe you could rent out your property for, maybe even what it would do as a short-term rental. All of this and more. I do have a custom home equity report that I could send you on the monthly, absolutely free. Go check out the link in my description. Just fill out quick info, including your address, and I can be sending you that custom report. You can even be sending me feedback. Like, you can ask, how accurate is this report? And I can always fact check the data to make sure that we're actually coming in pretty accurate for what your home is worth, etc., etc. So please go check that out. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And buyers have not forgotten about you. If you are looking to buy in the greater Seattle area and you're just not seeing what you're looking for, please feel free to reach out to me. I do have access to a good amount of inventory that is off market right now, meaning the sellers or homeowners don't have an intention of getting it listed on the market, but they are open to the idea of selling if the right buyer comes along. So I like to play home matchmaker, and I would love to see if I have inventory that suits your needs. So go check out the link in my description to look into my off-market home finders. Let's see if I have a home for you. And there you have it. Again, my name's Aaron Morrow, local realtor here in the greater Seattle area. I've been working with buyers, sellers, and investors in King, Pierce, and Snohomish counties for over a decade now. If you're looking to make your move over here to the greater Seattle area or Eastside area in the next 9 days or 9 months, or you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, please feel free to reach out to me. My contact info can be found below in the description. I'd love to show you how I can make your next move a smooth one. And if you're looking for some more property tours, or you'd like to hear what others have said about working with me, look somewhere on the screen right here. And of course, until next time, please subscribe to me for more real estate shenanigans. Have a great day.